and say, Honey, I'm sorry. Let's invest this money so that we can make money than to destroy the future. Let us be content. A heart that is content will be able to figure out his dream or her dream. And when you figure it out, you will achieve it so easy. May the Lord bless you greatly in Jesus' name. Before I leave you, a question. Okay?
I have a question. My question is there such a thing like dreaming the wrong dream?
Dreaming, having a dream, which is wrong.
Yes.
It's a nightmare. I'm not talking about those dreams.
No, not
Okay?
dreaming a wrong dream.
Yes.
If the answer is yes, then my question is, how do you as an individual verify that you are actually dreaming the correct dream?
Okay. Who can give us the definition of goals? Purpose. Yes, that's one. Purpose. Any other definition? A man living without a purpose is living like a goat, and our views is in the middle. You understand? If you don't have a purpose in life, you are living a wasteful life. You won't know when you waste time. But if you have a purpose, a goal that you set for your future, that place you want to be, that you are yet to be there, but you plan to go there, that is a goal. So everybody have a goal here, isn't it? Do we? It may be different. And that goal should come from within you. Hallelujah. And if it did come from within you, the Lord will give you plans how to achieve it. And if God gives you plan how to achieve it, you remain in that same God. Because He's the one who created you. And you're rooted in Him. Because it's the only perfect way to achieve our goals. Because there is influences out there that can take you out of your goal. But if you are rooted in God, you will achieve it. Now, when you're talking about can somebody have a wrong goal? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Your goal must be within your reach, what you can achieve. I have a dream to be rich. That's my dream. For example, is it my dream to be rich? I need to walk in the path that will make me rich. What are those paths that can make one to be rich? I need to, because have a relationship with God, yes. Be the righteous life, yes. It's just why. I said, help me. My dream is to become a rich man. How do I go? Focus, yes. Opportunity. And let me sit. There is a bank job where people search for job. I'm waiting there for opportunity. Any other one?
You must be ready to take it. You must be afraid to move
You need to be able to define it. Are you ready now? Let me use a profession as an example. I want to be a teacher. Are you ready now? What will I teach? What will I teach? I won't go and teach mathematics that I don't know. No, if I don't know mathematics, I need to have understanding of it in my education. So I need to be within the school to study. You understand? I can't just be a teacher. I need to go through learning processes. But I know I'm going to teach one day. So when I'm a student, I've seen this teacher who is teaching us. I began to like or love him or her. And one day I'm going to be in the front of a class like this, doing what? Teaching. So my mom will not wake me up 8 o'clock that you are late to school. My mom is the one who wake me up when I dream to be a teacher. Our school is starting 6 a.m. My mom is waking me up 7 o'clock. She said, Abi, you're late. I said, Mommy! Mommy! No, I will teach my mom in the house. Not this man. The dream, the goal will drive me.
Yes.
Will drive me. Because I wouldn't mind any obstacles because I'm being driven by my future. My mom will say that I will go away, Mama. I'm dressed up for school. Any token to buy a biscuit. Mama, Baba, that is the teacher going. The teacher is going to school. I began to believe it. There must be a drive. I'm going to school and I see the children who's not going to school. And I put my school bag and sit down with them. A teacher. Because the other who live beside my neighbor wouldn't go. That dreams does not come by mistakes. Again, we don't dream by mistakes. We dream believing that this is exactly what I want to do. And you find pleasure in it, confidence in it, satisfaction in it. Let me take one more question. Does that answer you? So if somebody dreams, say, it was a mistake, you were not dreaming at all. You don't have a dream. Yes?
I don't have a question, just something in addition to
what is
to what you have said.
Yes.
So I recently completed a course on my purpose, and I kind of understand where your question is coming from. So he has said that your dream is what wakes you up in the morning, what keeps you going. But another thing is, as you grow on in life and you experience and you're exposed to opportunities, these things change. They upgrade, they get modified. So it is very much possible that you had a specific dream at the beginning that changed. It doesn't mean that it was the incorrect one. It was just based on where you are at that time and the opportunities surrounding you.
And also what you want to achieve.
So as you grow on, and because we are in a spiritual setting, it makes sense to always verify. The Holy Spirit speaks to us. So when, as you grow on and you feel like, okay, this is actually making more meaning to you, this is actually what wakes you up in the morning, this is what drives you, pray, ask God for direction, and He's going to lead you as you go on. So generally, there is no specific or beautiful blessing designed purpose. It is just something that just gives you joy. When are you the most proud of yourself? When are you at your best? With who are you at your best? So those are like your purpose drivers, and as you grow on and you get exposed to opportunities, your goals and dreams become more defined. So I don't think you can have a wrong dream. You could just have a dream that is limited at a specific time that gets developed and more beautiful.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Do you get that?
Yes.
You raise up your hand.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to take from the first question that was raised.
Yes. The same question.
No, I'm taking
First one. Okay.
So let's say you have a goal and a desire in your heart. It's something that you've always wanted to.
Yes.
But then you face challenges.
Yeah.
But they're not internal factors, so it's not from you.
It's an external one.
Yes, it's circumstances.
The challenges is based on what you want to achieve.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're constantly facing challenges.
And you want to give up.
And it's something that you pray about, but like the challenges still come to a point where you don't even, now you're confused on whether
you should proceed.
Yes, on whether God is saying this is not where you're supposed to be, or maybe it's challenges to make you stronger on your way.
God bless you. Quickly, I use Joseph as an example. He dreamt to bow down to him, but he never dreamt himself in the prison or being sold by the same people. That was a long ways path to that dream. And you know, in his dream, he never saw those things. He never saw those things. What he saw is that he became great than even the nation. And all the nation were bowing down, including his father. That is very bad to say to your father that I saw my father bow down to me. You understand? That is enough to provoke the father. But look at it, along the line, it was different from what he dreamt. If he says to anybody in the prison where it was that I dreamt, I see myself a king, they mock him. You are a last boss. How can you be a king? You from where? Are you ready now? So once you have a goal, a dream, if that dream is genuine, you will be bound by many obstacles. If it is a dream that is genuine, that will turn you to a great person, he is expectant of those things to confront you. But if it is not a good dream, you easily fall into it, you are living in it, it is not rooted, it will not last. But you know, it will not last. But it is a genuine dream, it's surrounded with many troubles. Hallelujah. Many were greatly. That's why I use the name of this man who made the ball 999 times. How many days is he made one? He grew old before he could achieve it. Are you ready? If he has given up, his name will not have been written in our book. We read it in the school when I was doing thesis. Are you ready? His name, there is no fail in failure. There is fail in success. And the fail in success wasn't just successful, it came through failure. There is somebody who walked through a part of failure before he becomes successful. That is why I said failure is not destination, it's a path to success. It's a journey. Failure is a journey to success. You will experience failure, but that failure is to keep you a while. So prepare you a while. Man might not have food on his table and still be a friend of God. Man might be sleeping by the roadside, and you look at him and say, this one is dying. It may it happen on the eyes of God. You understand? Not everybody will become rich in life. Jesus said it. And are they not rich? Yes, of course. Jesus has said it. But those who are rich is an opportunity for them to give what their life depends on to those who are not rich, who are not rich. How will you give if everybody have everything?
Okay, Pastor, here's my question. The reason why I'm asking this question is that it's very frustrating. This may have happened to a believer, or somebody who's a believer, or somebody now come to realize, okay, by God's grace now they are Christians.
Yes.
After investing their time in something they love for a long time, this may be school, they plan, this is what I want to become, and they went for it for many years. Just to end up not becoming what they've been planning it. To become
they
something.
went to another training.
Yes, even something lesser than what they've been. Yeah, I know everybody needs to be adaptive because of time, because of circumstance. To the point whereby this is, remember, you started to let go. Now, you mentioned the dream that Joseph had. This is what the Lord showed him. Whereas the goal is what I plan, now at what extent I know that this is the goal I set, and the Lord is pointing to it, that I will reach there. I'm not going to eat into any rock as I'm going. Because because God is involved in. Like there's an example which was given about a man, I think he's in Nigeria, who went, he just one among those examples.
Yeah.
That he went, he had studied, he had diplomas,
PhD.
he has everything. And then this very day, by God's grace, he was taught that this is where whatever you're doing won't work. You are supposed to go this way. And then until you obey what was taught, and then his life became better. So how do we know in everything we are planning, in our goals, to find out God's dreams for us in the goal we are setting?
You know, we said it during the message. Hallelujah. Said when we have a position for you, we will give you. But they never have a position for him for many years. And the pastor was talking to him, said, I know you have done this and that, but what I saw for you is selling water, pure water. They call it pure water. So that is what I see you doing, and you are doing well with the knowledge of your education. In his heart, because the pastor was a great man, he couldn't revoke the pastor, but he redeemed the pastor in his heart. It's your children who will sell the water. Because the pastor have doctors who are working in a great establishment. But he said that in his heart, that how could this pastor, how wicked are you, telling me to go and do this? You understand now? But he parabolated for many years, more than 10 years of his life was wasted. Until hunger dealt with him. And he went to buy pure water and orchid for somebody else. On the road, by the traffic. He was hawking it for someone else. And he realized he could get bread on his table. Imagine you are sponsored by parents. They must have deserted him, rejecting that it's a failure. His education, the amount they spent on him, will have, probably must have hindered the junior brother or sister to go to school. Because the father will say there was no point going to school. Your brother did not make it. Go and learn trade. But you see, he continued in that trade of selling. He realized that no, let me buy a machine with the money I saved. And he does that. Today, he's producing massive water in a bottle, in a refined form. He has even gone to many orange juice and also having trailer. He was giving what is it called, testimony. And he apologized to the man of God who gave him that. And he said, I've come to be a member of this church. I am this. And he began to empower the youth. What makes him successful is education. Did you hear me now? What makes him successful? There's many one who sell water till they never make it. But because of his level of education, he became successful. He can manage his money and everything, and he become well. So most of the times, when you are in probably you went to for a particular dream, and because of obstacle, you back off. You understand me now? You may learn it. You may went for school to be educated as a teacher, and your profession is a teacher. I'm sorry, the teacher in the house. Your profession is teacher, and no school employ you to teach.